Hello everyone, and I have a very interactive chess game to show you. In this chess game we have Paul Leonhardt with the white pieces, and his opponent with the black pieces was an unknown chess player. This chess game was played in Germany, Hamburg in 1912. So let me introduce Paul Leonhardt. He was a German chess master and not a very well-known chess player, but he was able to defeat some of the elite players of the period in his era, such as Tarrasch, Tartakover, Nimzowitsch, Maroczy, and Reti. They all succumbed to his fierce attacking style between 1903 and 1920. He also won several brilliancy prizes. And he unfortunately died of a heart attack during a game of chess, sadly. So he was 57 years old. He was born in 1877 and passed away in 1934. So, okay, this is a very nice chess game actually. So, Leonhardt starts the game with e4, e5, knight to f3, and we have the Philidor defense d6, d4, knight to d7 with blocking the bishop, developing c6, knight to g5, and the f-pawn is under siege, developing the knight with defending on f7, pushing the a-pawn bishop to e7, and this move was actually a mistake, an inaccurate move. Well, which move was better? Which is understandable actually, because black is developing the bishop and black is planning to castle. So maybe black thought that, perhaps he thought that he is defending on f7 with the knight, developing the bishop and planning to castle. How bad can it be? But actually that move was like a blunder. E takes on d4, queen takes, knight to e5 exclamation point, with freeing black's position. So you can see that black is also defending the f-pawn with both of his knights. And after defending the bishop, let's say bishop to e7, and black is doing very well, and black is getting ready to castle. If knight to c3, then knight takes on c4 is also a possibility, and then bishop to e7, and black is doing okay. So exchanging the pawns again in this position, e takes, and then knight to e5 was very important. Not blocking the bishop anymore, liberating the bishop and freeing the position, developing the knight, and also defending this f-pawn twice, the key pawn. But in this position, actually bishop to e7 was a big mistake, and Leonhardt punished his opponent. Now, we can also see that black has a cramped position. So it is white to move, and Leonhardt played a lightning strike, bishop takes on f7, knight takes on f7, accepting the sacrifice. If moving the king, then knight to e6, forking the king and the queen, and black is losing the queen. So knight takes on f7, but the idea with sacrificing the bishop was that eliminating the pawn, the f7 pawn, which was clamping on e6, so that he can play knight to e6 by Leonhardt, and you can see that the king is boxed in and attacking the queen, so black is defending the queen. a5, actually I have to say, when Leonhardt played a4, he impressively foresaw this possibility, so he played a4 in the beginning of the game. So the guy sees into the future. By the way, in this position you might also ask, what happens if queen to a5, check, then blocking with the bishop, and where is the queen going? If queen goes to b6, then we can push the pawn, a5, and of course queen can't go to a6 because of knight to c7, forking the king and the queen. So let's say queen to b6, a5, and where is the queen going? The black queen is running out of safe squares, so if queen to a6, forking the king and the queen, and if queen to b5, again forking the king and the queen. So where is the queen going then? Queen takes pawn maybe. Then bishop to c3, and the queen is trapped actually. Black is losing the queen. So Leonhardt impressively solved all this. The guy sees into the future. So queen to b6, but then a5. A straight jab to the face. The black queen is almost trapped. Queen to b4, not of course, only for fun. Queen to b5 because of forking the king and the queen. And if queen to a6, forking again. And so we have check. c3, the queen is running out of safe squares. Queen to c4. Not queen to b5, forking king and the queen, losing the queen. So queen to c4, and what would you do in this position? Check with clamping on queens, only safe square on e6, and at the same time clamping such as b5, a6, the other safe squares for the queen. There are no safe squares anymore after knight to c7, check, and after black moves the king, b3, and the queen is getting trapped. Black loses the queen at move 12, and black resigned. Fantastic stuff. Of course, in this position, if you would push the pawn, then black could capture the knight, because knight is hanging, and that would be a blunder. Now black is the one who is laughing. White is losing actually in this position. So this is why first checking the king, quite elementary actually, this tactic, and then b3, and black loses the queen. So the queen has no safe squares. Where is the queen going? So the possible continuation, king takes knight, pawn takes queen. Thank you very much for this chess game. And what do you think about this chess game by Paul Leonhardt, the German chess master? I hope you have enjoyed watching this chess game, and I hope to see you again. Take care and bye bye.